What's up guys, Shay Stevens here, PDGA number 77522, and I finally made it back to New Brooklyn Park Disc Golf Course in Sicklerville, New Jersey. Let's get to it. So it has been a while. I think I first played New Brooklyn back in like 2016 maybe for a crosstown tournament. It was between here and Stafford, and I enjoyed it. It's a nice mix of open and wooded, I think. Pretty, I think it's pretty, intermediate level, maybe even beginner friendly. I took my cousins out here for their first time. They had a good time. Now I'm trying to get them out to Stafford to kind of show them a harder course. Starting off here, hole 1, A pin, 245, just pretty straight ahead. So I'm just going to send an envy kind of down the right-hand side, let it hook up. One drawback is we were playing off of natural tees, just sand, so got to be careful. It's going to get stable at the end. Ooh, I'm in the woodies. It took me a minute to find. It was hiding on edge. But just in the rough here. First throw out the car plus sandy tee pad equals hard birdie. We're gonna go scuba on the first hole. It's good to be on Team Foundation. Get that +1 to scuba ratio. All right, I double checked on the last hole because that one said it had a bead pin. I'm guessing I'm trying to remember if I think it's one basket and they can move it between different pins because I didn't see anything back in that chute where the bead pin was indicated. Hole 2, 243 foot blind shot hyzer. Got to go a good ways left actually, but don't want to get in the woods. Prefer not to, throw scoobers the entire round. So I'm just gonna take an envy, a little bit of hyzer, trying to break it in front of this tree here, right in front of me, swoop into the basket. Ooh. Don't think I'm far enough left, but it'll be a putt. Didn't hyzer it as much as I wanted to, but this ain't bad at all. Two for two. Okay, hole 3, no T sign. You just has it at 322. Bit of a helping wind left to right, feels like. So I'm going to try and go reactor on a bit of a turnover line. Just hoping to like slow pan to the right. Hopefully give myself a look. Ooh. I went wider with it than I wanted to, but still kind of mission accomplished. And just showing I threw off sand the first 2 holes. I forgot about these pavers they have. These are like these weird like hex lattice. Not a big fan. I always feel like I'm gonna like catch my foot in them and like tear an ACL. So not my favorite feature of the course here. All right, throw a second shot with my relay. Turns it over and have been reminded the rough here is thick and thorny. Reactor got some great push though. I love this disc. I feel like I'm just outside the circle, but how flat-footed anyway. I tinked it. All right. Perfect round's done. Hole 4, par 3, 281 feet. Basket's hiding behind that tree there. So game plan is to take the pyro out wide to the right. Looks like a birdhouse. I'm kind of aiming as my target. Probably can't see because the bush is obscuring you on the right, but playing this nice and wide, hopefully swing around the backside to have a putt at this. Throwing off the sand again, which isn't great. It is kind of packed here though, so hopefully I can get a good little brace. Nope. Inside line. In the rough. So, yeah, I missed my line there. The T-pads are a little scary, or that one. But I do kind of have a line of attack at least. See if I can manufacture something here. Nope. Just play it out nice and wide. for the safe part. Oh, every basket has a next tee sign hanging on them. Definitely use them. It can be a little confusing. Like hole 3, I think, had hole 7's tee pad right next to it. So you got to pay attention to where you should be going. And we got hole 5, 255 foot par 3, really low ceiling. It looks like. Don't know if they need to be trimmed up or not. So I'm gonna go Terra to try and punch the ceiling and get me left. It says it's a 2-gap fairway. You could go wide out here and swing it in there, but it just seems very foolish for my play style. So let's see if I can get Terra nice, low, flat, and let it do the work for me. Oop. All right, sorry if I stepped in front of the camera there. Felt like a good throw, but I think I'm short left. All right, first order of business. I'm sure a lot of people flip shots over into this rough, so leave a little treat for them. Back here, get a little light camo. Happy hunting. And my shot was not short, but it was left, but I'm level with the basket, so should be gettable. Yep. Get back on the birdies. All right, guys, hole 6, 314 feet. I like this. Looks like they pulled up the pavers, the hex lattice ones, and have this backer board down. So definitely a little bit better on the grippage. But low tunnel shot here. I'll try to get out of the way, guys. It's a really tight gap we're coming out of. But feels like a vault shot, just straight down the gut. Hopefully highs just a little bit at the end. Gives me a putt. Skip. Ooh, pushed it long into the woods, or into the log pile. Alright, so yeah, impressions of being back. It's a fun little course. I don't think it gets a lot of love, though. It's kind of like the redheaded stepchild of South Jersey disc golf. You know, you have Stafford, Alcyon, Tranquility Nail, so it got overlooked for a while, but it sounds like on Facebook there is a group, like they're running a league here now. They're starting to take care of it. You can kind of see here on the fairway, they're building like bunkers with all the excess wood here, you know, making it look nice. So I'm glad it's getting the love it deserves. But I mean, the only issue I would say is tee pads, which I know can be a pain in the butt in New Jersey just because of all the EPA regulations, especially around, you know, water flow and stuff like that. So for now, fun course, definitely has room for improvement, but definitely worth playing. Yeah, this is a hole I remember now that I'm, you know, now as I was walking to the fairway, I remember I always think the basket would be like right here, and I forgot it's further out in the field. So try and get out there, get the easy drop in par, hopefully. Ooh, decent little run. Okay, hole 7, par 4, 611 feet. Game plan is just get through that gap, and if you can get to the right, it opens the angle up for you, I think. So I'm going flippy fission photon right at that tree, hopefully in the middle, and it should drag over to the right. Uh-oh, cooked it. Cut rolled it, but out in the open at least. I tried to do way too much of that, guys. I got really lucky. I didn't even notice the Mando sign, so could have gotten really bit there. Luckily I cut rolled here in the opening, but got some work to do, so we're gonna go my more stable fission photon just right up this gut here, but of as much distance as I can. If I get a look, yay. If not, I'm saving the par at least. Through it. Whew, got lucky. All right, distance. It feels like a very scary approach. It does drop off behind the basket. See if I can give it maybe a half run. I'm trying to go short and left of it. Or pin high right. Uh-oh, catches an edge. We'll have to see what happens. All right, well, that was rude. I wanted a nice little tap in. Instead, I got out circle's edge. A pill putt. Luckily, the putting's good. All right, guys, hole 8, 171-foot par 3. Just look at it, just right there. Just wants to get aced, right? So, I kind of want to like helicopter an anode in at it, but there is ceiling right here off the tee and down the fairway, so that higher line's kind of offline. There's a sneaky window, but it's kind of not worth the risk. So, I'm just gonna take my flippy envy, a little bit of hyzer, flip it up, see if we can hit it. Nope, should be parked. So you do have to be careful. This green does kind of sneaky run away, and the wood line is pretty tight, definitely in the circle. So ace runs could be punished. Okay, hole 9, 230-foot par 3. There's some construction going on the course here, so literally the tee pad is like right across this. I'm not sure what's going on. I know they have a pavilion built over there, and maybe a playground going in. But yeah, I got a short walk up here. The fence to the basketball courts is a lot lower than it used to be. Those all got updated, and the fence used to be a lot higher. I wall rode last time I was here and parked it. Don't think that's on the menu for today. But yeah, I'm just gonna take my envy, kind of to the right of the basket, like 10 feet. Hopefully, hook it in. Threw it on Annie instead. Got afraid of pulling it. Got a long circle 2 look here. Let's see if the stepper's online. Hey. Stepper's online. All right, so that's the ending of the front 9. Way to go out with a big putt. Love it. Heading off to the back 9, but for now, back to Shay.
I consider that a pretty solid start to my round at New Brooklyn. I thought I was in trouble right off the bat on hole 1 when I put that envy in the rough, but luckily the Scuba bailed me out and I just rode that momentum. So we'll see if I can keep that momentum going through the back 9. I'll have to edit it together for you guys as soon as possible, and also give my thoughts on the course overall at the end of that video as well, so stay tuned for that. But with that, I want to say thank you for all your support. If you have any questions for me, reach out. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care. Thank you to my sponsors. For all your disc golf needs, check out Phoenix Discs and Foundation Disc Golf.